Hi guys, Shiggitay for ShiggitayVlogs here, and I'm recording this video in the wake of Phoenix Comic Con. Phoenix Comic Con was on this weekend. I think it finished already, or it's finishing right now as I record this because it is Sunday, Eastern Time, 8:15, which is I think Pacific Time for Arizona and Phoenix where this takes place, 5:15 p.m. And the original Green Ranger actor, known as Jason David Frank, was there as a guest, as he many times is at conventions. He was at Otakon 2012, of which I had a chance to see him, not technically meet him, but I saw him in his panel, and let me tell you, he is hysterical. He is so funny, and he's the most down-to-earth person in the world. Now, at Phoenix Comic Con this year, an individual, a 31-year-old individual, I forget his name, Matthew Sterling or something like that, he brought live weapons, like 2 or 3 actually fully loaded guns, an actual like knife, like a machete, not machete knife, but like not kitchen knife, like an actual freaking knife. And he had the intent to actually kill and assassinate JDF, Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger and White Ranger, and the Black Ranger, the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger, depending on what series he came back for. And thankfully, somebody saw these live and actual weapons, and they reported it to the Phoenix Police Department, and they took the situation very seriously, and they apprehended him. That's great. Jason David Frank himself actually made a statement about this, of which I'll post its video in the description below with all my normal stuff down there. And he took it very well. He didn't let it affect him, as he says in the video. He says, "This hasn't affected me. Comic-Con should be fun, because that's what they are, they're fun." And he says that, cosplay shouldn't be affected by this, and he cosplays as himself pretty much, as the Green Ranger all the time, and he's not letting that affect him. And that's awesome. There's more in his statement down in the description below. I can speak clearly. And he's calm, cool, and collected. I respect the man very much, and I'd like to properly meet him someday, somewhere, at some convention. He's actually a very busy guy. He runs some karate schools called Rising Sun Karate in Texas and California, and I think some other places around the country. I think Texas and Southern California are his main venues, main places for the schools. So besides that convention, I doubt I'd be able to meet with him face to face like this. But anyway, my very own Anime Boston has had some security stuff that I'd like to talk about. Before I say that, actually, this video is a response to your Geeky Tipster, Robert Santellan, TipsterGaming, as he's going by right now. This is a response to his video on the JDF reaction to the situation. And yeah, check him out. He's got great stuff. He does retro console reviews. He gets like knockoff game consoles and mocks them pretty much. It's like, what the hell is this? This is crap. He's pretty funny. He has pretty much no filter when he does videos like that. So if you're offended by cursing, I guess this is a warning. But he does great videos. He has great content. I learned about him through someone else by the name of Alfred from Alfred.tv, Alfred DiBlasi. He's also pretty good. His humor is kind of bad. Bad jokes. They're funny, but they're like, really? They're like really bad puns. Maybe that's where I get my humor part of it. I don't know. Anyway, check both of them out. I'll leave links to their channels in the description. Alright, so I've been going to conventions, fan conventions, mostly anime conventions, since 2009. And my first convention ever was Anime Boston in 2009. And you were able to walk in with no security checks whatsoever. You can walk in with like a backpack or like a spaghetti strap, pull string bag thing, with food, with medicine, whatever. You can walk through and you're fine. In 2013, as many of you know, I think it was 2013 at this point, the brothers, I forget their names right now, this is just off the top of my head, I didn't do much research on this ahead of time, which I should have, but it's just an off-the-cuff video. The brothers that did the Boston Marathon bombing scheme, they caused it that they made it so the MCCA, Massachusetts Convention Center Authority, had to put into effect bag checks. So now, every time you walk in through the Anime Boston venue known as the John B. Hines Memorial Convention Center in Back Bay, in the Back Bay region, the district, whatever, of Boston, they have to check your bags. They have to open up your bags, prowl around in there to make sure there's no bombs or, other stupid stuff like that. Any dangerous stuff. And if I get flagged for saying the word bomb 2 times now, that's ridiculous because I'm not showing anything, I'm not condoning anything. So please, YouTube algorithm, I'm just making a video for informational purposes. And yeah, so you have to check your bag every time you come in. There's no way you can get like a sticker on your, like a bracelet or something like that, a concert, to say that you were checked in. No. They check you no matter how many times you go in and out of the system. And it's ridiculous. Okay, I got used to that. But then in 2014, I believe, maybe 2015, something like that, some not so smart, I'll put it that way, not so smart individuals from Iowa drove out here to the East Coast of Boston, and they had a car full of artillery, like guns and whatnot. Again, informational purposes only, YouTube algorithm and YouTube staff, please. And yeah, they had intended to shoot up the exact same convention center, the Hines Convention Center, during the Pokemon World Championship. I don't know much about that event. Maybe it was a Pokemon card game, maybe it was actually the Game Boy games for some old school, link cable battling, and for a lot of fans of that nostalgia, I don't know. But these 2 individuals from Iowa drove all the way out here with guns with intent to shoot it up. That caused the MCCA to put into effect metal detectors. Yeah, I'm talking the full-on metal detectors like you see at airport check-in points, like the gate check-in points. That annoys me because if they caught the, and I'll even just use this word, they caught the 2 idiot kids, 2 idiot individuals that came through with the guns, and nothing like that has happened since. Okay, so why put in metal detectors if they caught the idiots that drove from Iowa out here? I don't understand it. So I don't think I'll ever attend Phoenix Comic-Con, but because it's too far away, that's pretty much West Coast and doesn't interest me really. I hope they don't go the route that the MCCA did for the sake of the attendees, because that's just ridiculous. And I can understand safety, better to be safe than sorry, and so on, whatever, but that's a bit excessive. Bag check sucks. All right, okay, do it. But metal detectors? Anime Boston has become the only convention in the U.S. and I think in the world of its type, the only fan convention to have airport grade security, and that's ridiculous. And I don't know what's going to happen from here on out. Are they going to loosen up? I don't know. In 2015 and 16, I can't even remember the proper years right now. But the last couple years, they've actually lightened up a little bit. And instead of having a full-on like walk-through security checkpoint things with the metal detectors in them, they actually just have, what's a prop? I can't believe I need a prop. Okay, this TV remote. Like the wands to wave around on you, to check for traces of whatever. That's a little bit better. They have the bag check, okay, you walk through, they go vroom vroom, vroom vroom with the wands, and you're good, and you can walk through. You can go into the convention, whether in cosplay or not. That's cool. Another thing that I've learned about from this Phoenix Comic Con stuff is that in wake of this event, they have banned all cosplay props, whether they're real or not, whether they're actual like steel or wood or like paper mache and styrofoam or whatever. They banned all props. Really? They need to train people to, okay, not necessarily be in the fandoms of all these props, but to know what's fake and what's real. Take it and flex it a little bit. Take it and like gently hit it on the edge of a table or counter or something and see if it clangs. Now those are things I would do. That's the common sense I would put forth. And it's so stupid that they're banning all props from conventions. I hope other conventions around the country and the world don't take advantage of this idea and do it. Because they're going to lose, the conventions are going to lose attendance, lose money, and the quality of the conventions will go down. With, you know, I'm a beginning cosplayer myself, and my character has a prop, but I don't use it, so that wouldn't affect me too much. But there's a lot of people that dress up as, I don't know, I can't think of anything right now. Some of the Sailor Moon characters, for example, they have like the wands. Sailor Pluto has that big garnet rod. It's like a big stick, and they're gonna ban that. It's harmless, unless of course you take it and whack someone with it, and that's your fault. It's not the fault of the convention center for letting you in. So the convention center staff, whatever. And the sad part is that the convention staff itself has little to no say about what the convention center does, because it's state run, not, you know, fan run. For example, with the New England Anime Society that runs conventions like Anime Boston. I think that's their main one. They might have some others. They have almost no say. So it's ridiculous. I don't like it, but that's how it is. And I'm looking over, if you see me looking over that away, because I'm looking at some notes I took to make sure I covered all I wanted to cover. Yeah, I've covered all I wanted to cover. So if you found this video helpful and informative and even somewhat entertaining, because I kind of messed up a few times with my speech, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on convention center security? Do you feel that what the Phoenix Convention Center did was good, was proper? Their lack of security that allowed the guy with the weapons to get through, was that smart? I don't think it was smart. What do you think they're going to put into effect next year to prevent this from happening? Do you think they're going to cancel Phoenix Comic Con until further notice due to this whole thing? Tell me your thoughts down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. And like I said, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. And check out their other videos on my channel if you're interested in this kind of style of video. And have yourself a great, great night.